Okay, next slide, VPC Lab. Okay, VPC Networking Peering. You know, VPC is Virtual Private Cloud, which will be managing your instance and your resources in the cloud. It's look like you create different subnet or virtual network for your own resources. You can split them with different virtual private network group in order to manage different protection requirement. In cloud, we call it VPC, Virtual Private Cloud. So today we will look into how to make it peering. That means one VPC to another VPC using cloud network. Okay, all this normal way before we start. First, you need to activate the cloud. Okay. So there are two project ID here. We see how these two projects can be worked together. As usual, we activate the command prompt, cloud shell. Checking, authorize. Okay, this is your cloud shell 1090. This is your project currently 01. Okay, we have 04, 01. You see, it's one your project. You can later we will use another project. Currently, the active one actually the first one. Now we setting up create a custom network project. So this one, you running this, but you need to change the project ID to this group project ID to the name of the project. So we will make it connect with both two. Okay, two project. Now we update core project. You see, now we are working in this project, the second project. Previously, the first project. And we can go back to first cloud shell. Actually, you need to open new cloud shell at this step. Okay. You see, this one the first cloud shell. You consider this one first project, this one second project now. But for you, maybe if you using the new tab first, then you can get the first and second project in the different arrangement. In the project A, go back to first cloud shell and create this custom network. This is my project 1 or project A. Okay, next we create a subnet within this VPC, inside this VPC, and specify a region and IP range in the first project. We done it before this one. Then we create a VM instance. because inside the VPC or subnet, without instant, you have nothing, right? You don't have any resource, because you need a resource to be work. Now we create a resource, that's mean the instant or virtual machine inside our VPC. Next, we create the access list of firewall rules, which will only enable SSH and ICMP traffic. Okay, this one code. So you see VM created. This is our VM IP address. Now we create the access control list of firewall rules to this subnet. Okay. Now check your progress. That's complete first part. Now we go to the second project. Project B. This is my project B. New different tab. This create also the custom network. This is working when you want to make different subnet or different cloud or VPC link together. Okay, sometimes the requirement is there. Later I will explain why. Okay, for the second one, we start with this. It's custom. Or this we did it before. So go for this, the second one. Create VPC. Okay. Insert your second project or project B. So VPC, next create VM, same step. Error, where is it? Oh, this one, the first one. The second one, done. Next we will create VM inside our project B, and then enable the SSH and ICMP traffic. This means the firewall rules. Same concept and same configuration like in your project A. Creating firewall. Okay, now you have two network or two virtual private cloud VPC. Then you want to setting up their peering session. This is the thing. You see, from project A, project B, you want to have a peer session that can make them communicate together. We can create and we can delete, so that later if they require specific or special connection between this, you can do. For example, one of the network contain database, then you want to make another project as a backup, then we can use this setting, which means other user, other subnet cannot access them. Only these two network can be communicate together. So you see, you need to select correct project. Select a project. Okay. Okay. Select correct project. Project A. You go to project A and create connection. Continue. So this is my project A. This is the project 91. Okay, no problem. Then click create creation. VPC network, VPC peering. You got here VPC. Okay, VPC network, VPC peering. This VPC network peering. Create connection and continue. Then peer AB as the name. Create connection. Continue. Then give the name peer AB under your VPC network. Select the network you want to peer. A. Network A. Okay. And set the peer VPC network radio button in another project. Set peer VPC. Okay. In another project. This one. Wait, this one appeared. Okay, in another project. So you take the second project, project B ID. This is the project ID, right? Or you can copy from the menu here. Same thing, project ID here. Or this one. Again, same. Right? Same. And then type in the VPC network name. Now you put it as network B. And create. See, nothing else. Just click create. Example. Yes. Here AB, the name of the network peering, and your network here, our project A network, right? And we paired with network B. Status non-active, waiting for peer network to connect. Successfully, you see, successfully created. Okay. Complete one. Now we go to project B. Same concept you will use in project B. This is my project B. Okay. My project B, I select mine, project ID. No. This one, okay, this is my project number 2. Okay, this is my project, second project. Now, same concept, you need to create a connection. Create connection, continue, then use the same peer BA. Previously peer AB, that's mean from A to B. Now from B to A. Just by besar lah, go to your network is network B. Okay. Now same thing, radio button in another project, and the project ID of project 1, copy, paste here. That's why besar. VPC network, just put it network A. We want to connect to network A, VPC A. Okay, nothing else. Just create. Now you see. This is peering. This means peer-to-peer, but in different network. Can communicate. Why we need this? Actually, when there are some circumstances that you want specific connection from specific machine only, which that specific machine are located in different, for example, different VPC, then you can create this, because you don't want to create open connection. That means you don't want to allow connection from others aside only that particular VPC. Then you can use this peering only. There are many use cases. For example, you are running streaming video application. Your application server in one VPC, but your uh, object storage in another VPC. Maybe you can make like this. So VPC network become active. Expect exchange as soon as peering move and active state. Then your traffic flow are set up between this. Become like this now. You can go AB, BA can be work together. So you can see testing the route here from project A. Visible, okay. First project ID, for example. This is in your project. You run it in project B, but you want to look the project A communication with you. Is it correct? Here you can see all the information are there. The route of the traffic. Okay, complete 100%. Then you can try the connectivity. In project A, copy internal IP for VMA. Run the test, right? This one. Go to project A. This is my project A. So in my project A, I go to compute engine VM instance. Compute engine and VM instance. Then I can copy the internal IP for VMA. This is my VMA. This is internal IP, right? Internal IP you copy. And then from the project B, you try to VMB instant SSH. Okay, that means you connect to your project B instance first. This is your project B instance. You connect to SSH. That means you are connecting from your local network, from your machine into your virtual machine, from your Windows into your Linux machine in the cloud. And then from this cloud Linux, you want to communicate with another instance in project B VPC. This is the logic idea about behind this. This means you have two connections. Now you are connected to your virtual machine. Next, run the following command by replacing internal IPA. This means you will ping 5 times inside here. Okay, from virtual machine B or project B virtual machine or instance into this one, to our project A. Project A virtual machine. Now they can communicate. That means these two instance still can communicate, although in different VPC because we setting up the communication. If we didn't allow it, by default they cannot. Okay, complete already. This is how it's work. Okay, like I said before, there are many circumstances you can do like this. If let's say you have many project, but that project require only specific communication, not open communication between these two or others, so you can create peer communication between the VPC. Inside the VPC itself, they can communicate using a subnet and so on, but different VPC also can be. Maybe some of your VPC not in the same data center, in the different region, for example. You can still create it, but you need same ID or same, not same ID, the uh, peering with your own specific project within the Google Cloud. But if you want to make it in different platform like AWS, there are different mechanism. They will use maybe based on IP and so on. Okay, that's all for this lab. Very simple, but it give you an idea how can you managing different virtual private cloud with different requirement. Okay, thank you.